I'm Ryan Hepkema, and I'm the writer and director of Fever. Our first location was the Bear River Reserve Campground in Colfax, California. I made Fever because I grew up in El Dorado County. I grew up in the heart of Gold Rush country, and I'd always been fascinated with Gold Rush history and been fascinated with just the area and the landscape. I wanted to write a story that would encompass all of those things. The people that came from the east and from all over the world, came to California searching for gold, and that's what you hear about the most. And you don't hear about these stories of tragic things that happened to some of these gold miners and to some of these frontiersmen, and people that were just trying to make their lives better, and they came out here and they could be double crossed and backstabbed by someone that they're close to, someone that they've known their whole life. And those things really did happen. And I wanted to make a story that would show that to people. Warbler's tent, his tent cabin, that was just in a little meadow at the Bear River location. Same as the river, just a little downriver from where we shot the other scenes. We found this nice little meadow, and it worked out really well for what the scene needed to be. It was simple, and it looked really nice. The music in our film was all written for the film. It's all original score. I don't think that I don't think that a film is the same. I think that an original score really benefits a film, especially this film being a period piece. Our town location was up in Forbstown, California, and it was part of the Yuba Feather Historical Society. It's a replica town that they built behind their main building. Really good for us as far as being a believable location, being accurate, looking the part. I don't think that the film would be the same without the town, even though the town isn't as important to the story as maybe some of the other locations, but it just brings a whole overwhelming feel of authenticity to the rest of the film. I think the most challenging part of production was just staying accurate. Being a period piece, it was really tough to stay accurate. Thankfully, we had a lot of help from the Sacramento Historical Society. They helped us with all of our props and wardrobe, so we were confident that everything was accurate and believable. And if it wasn't, I think we faked it good enough to where you couldn't tell. So that was a challenge. There were always things that would come up where I'd have to be asking, wait, is this period accurate? Is this gonna affect? Is someone gonna question this? Also, just making a western, making a period piece, making something that was this big for a senior project was tough.
Action.
Morning, Sheriff.
Ladies.
Working with a horse was something that we're taught throughout film school not to do. Don't work with animals. Don't work with kids. I decided I needed a horse. It was one other thing that would bring more believability to the story, and more of a production value. We shot on a Canon C300 Mark II, which is an outstanding camera. Shoots internal 4K, beautiful image quality, and we shot on Zeiss compact prime lenses, which really, give a sharp image and complemented the Canon really well. The gold mine that we used is just out of El Dorado, California, in El Dorado County. That was an abandoned gold mine that we were able to shoot in on private property. I knew the contact from growing up out there. I'd explored a lot of abandoned mines and knew that one was both easily accessible and also really safe compared to others. We decided to shoot there, and I don't think, what better, if you need to shoot in a gold mine, what better to shoot in an actual, a real one instead of trying to fake one. This was the film I was going to make no matter what. And I feel that all in all, if you look at the script, if you look at the last draft of the script and you look at the final film, they're almost the same. And to do that, I think, is a huge accomplishment. And it's a very rewarding thing for me to be able to be done and to look at it and see what I did with what I had. And I think that the cast and the crew really helped me to accomplish what I needed to. I didn't do this by myself, but it was still really hard. But I'd just love to thank all those people that donated either money or time into this. Those that stuck with me from the very beginning all the way to the end, to see that I made the film I wanted to make and keep pursuing what I love to do.